Good morning, Southern California, AM 1220, KHTS. This show is Fred Arnold on Santa Clarita Valley Chamber of Commerce Business Spotlight. Joined by Jim Blazer, my good friend Jim from Wealth Planning Group, financial planner, advisor, coach, you name it, to his clients. So welcome to the show.
Welcome to be here.
Thank you. Yes. And now, Jim, we've known each other for some time. You've had your firm for quite some time. Tell us about Wealth Management Group.
Okay, the Wealth Planning Group was actually formed about 7 years ago with my partner Chris Verbeck. We were both certified financial planners and about 32 years experience between us. We both come from different backgrounds. I come from the music business as a touring rock and roll guy. And
Nice.
Chris is a little bit more traditional in the business, but we built a company just based on our shared vision. Like I said, we're both financial planners, so as you can imagine, the main thing we do is financial planning. The second thing we do is investment management. So,
Well, let's talk about the financial plan. What goes into a financial plan?
well, that's a good question. You know, we kind of feel that you wouldn't leave Los Angeles and drive to Duluth, Minnesota without a road map on your passenger seat. And we also feel you wouldn't take a financial journey without some sort of roadmap, some sort of plan to get from point A to point B. So a good quality comprehensive wealth plan or financial plan would really step back and take a 30,000-foot view of your circumstance. You know, snapshot of where you are today and a snapshot of what your goals are, what you want to do. So part of the planning is to help a client identify who they are, non-financially, their vision. And once you determine that, now you understand that there's components that go into that, from investment portfolio, which is simply a means to an end. Your portfolio is to help you achieve your life's vision. And then there's a risk management component. Are you protected from the insurance side? There's tax planning. Are you being as efficient as possible with your tax planning? There's estate planning for, you know, basically for wealth transfer. And then you can imagine that entails a team of people. Your investment manager, your planner, your insurance person, your tax planner, and your estate planner. It's a team of people to help you get from point A to point B. So it's not the easiest thing to do, because it takes a commitment, not only on our side, but certainly on the client's side. But once you take that commitment and you begin building that roadmap, it becomes a lot easier to see where you are, and it becomes a lot easier to get to where you want to go. And then the idea is to build the plan, implement the plan, and then review it on a regular basis, making sure that you're heading to your destination.
Yeah, whether you have a plan or not. Well, if you have a plan, right, you know where you're going. If you don't, you're going to end up somewhere, but most likely not where you wanted to be.
Yeah, well, as some famous person said, you can't hit a target that you don't have. So.
Yeah, absolutely. You talked a little bit about risk management, because there's different sides to it. And some people don't think part of wealth planning is the risk side, which is life insurance, which is disability insurance, which is the different insurances you have. You don't think twice about car insurance because you have to have it, right?
Right.
Or even insurance for your home or renter's insurance. Tell me a little bit about the risk side of it.
Well, you know, nothing derails a plan more than risk. I mean, if the world didn't turn the way it did and throw curveballs at us, no one would ever need a plan. The biggest component of a plan is the what-if scenario if things derail. So, you know, there's life insurance, certainly. But life insurance, you know, when you're younger, life insurance serves as a wealth transfer vehicle, or not a wealth transfer vehicle, but an income
protection
replacement, if you will. The older you get, it serves the purpose of a wealth transfer vehicle. So, you know, insurance is a very complicated subject that we won't get into in detail, but at the end of the day is it serves many, many purposes.
Yeah.
And the main thing is, I mean, all the way down to long-term care insurance. So, you know, do you want to self-insure yourself, or do you want to use your portfolio assets if, in fact, that scenario unfolds for you?
And sometimes that's okay. You know, you don't have to. That's what Jim's job is to do, and I think that's what makes Jim different than many, is the fact that he looks at every aspect of building your wealth, your financial plan, your risk plan. Let's talk about really how you manage money, because I know the management of money really is done so many different ways.
Well, the way we used to farm out our money management back years ago, when our whole vision was to just be a relationship manager to our client. We just realized, my partner and I, that A, we're pretty anal about it, and B, that we spent more time looking over money managers' shoulders, and we realized this is what we really do. So we have painstakingly built a system of money management. So we literally, through the interview process and through the planning process, we determine a client's risk tolerance, their time horizon, and from there we have designed our own in-house portfolio model. So we will implement, the management of the funds, but we have designed our own program, and I'll just give you a quick overview of how that works. Basically, you can manage money one of two ways. You can just be a buy and hold person, which works well for you in a, we'll say, bull market. Or you put money in a market, go to sleep for a while, and the rising tide raises all ships. Or in the environment that we're in today, as we'll all agree here, that things are sort of dicey. It's really more of a tactical managed mindset. So it's sort of more of a fact-based environment, not of what should be happening or what might be happening, but what is happening. So the premise of the way we manage money at this point of it all, just because of where we are in the curve of the economy, is that we are more tactical based money managers. We believe that the market is a momentum-driven vehicle. Nothing really happens, nothing goes up or down unless supply and demand changes. And so once you start tracking momentum type metrics, that allows you to understand where to be in the market and when not to be in the market, which has happened twice last decade.
So what you're saying is it's okay to not always have to be in the market.
Well, it depends where you are. If you're in that bull market, you could be in the market and just sort of forget about it. But if you're into sort of what we would call a secular bear market, it pays to understand where you are. So sometimes it's good to take your ball and bat and sit in the dugout until it quits pouring.
That stops hailing.
Exactly.
You can handle some rain with some. So Jim, those who want to reach out to you at Wealth Planning Group, how can they reach you?
Well, our website is wealthplanninggroup.net. My email is jim@wealthplanninggroup.net. My partner is Chris at wealthplanninggroup.net.
That's easy, Jim and Chris.
And info at wealthplanninggroup.net. Our phone number is 661-259-5559. And we would love to talk with you if there's any questions that we can answer. We're always there. We love talking about this stuff.
Excellent. As you can tell, Jim's passionate about it. Ladies and gentlemen, Jim Blazer from the Wealth Planning Group. You've been watching this edition of the Santa Clarita Valley Chamber of Commerce Business Spotlight on AM 1220 KHTS.